Hey everyone, it's Aspazar here. First of all, I have to say sorry and apologise because I had made a video making a point that I was going to make more videos and I didn't do it. Mainly because I was at university and I was finishing off my degree, I had my last project, I had my dissertation to finish, and I was able to get a 2-1, so I was happy about that. And I've also been working a lot of conventions. I moved house, I got engaged with my fiance, so a lot of exciting times, but lots of busy times. So this has sort of been the first moment where I've had internet and have been able to have my computer. So so finally able to get to do videos. So I thought I'd start off with something simple. So I went to the Creaturegeddon convention recently, and it's brand new. It was the first of its kind. It was by Peter Tinsdale, and it was really, really good. It was sort of the in-between of a makeup convention and a Comic-Con. So you had all the creatures and stuff there. You had a few characters around and about, and you had all the makeup and technique behind it. So it was definitely something that's missing in the market, I think. So I really hope it carries on, because it was its first year and it did really well, and it had some amazing stalls and just amazing artists just doing work there as well, which was fantastic. So I thought I'd start off with a little haul, and here we go. Right, I thought I'd start off with something simple. So I think if you're going to go to an event like this, you got to get the t-shirt, or at least some form of memorabilia. So I got the Creaturegeddon top, because it was the first year. I kind of thought, well, the first ever. I mean, if it carries on and it might get big, it'd be nice to just have the first ever top. So this is the back. Creaturegeddon. The t-shirt might be like 2-3 sizes too big for me, but I thought it was my own fault. I didn't buy it when I got there. Simple as. But it was a bit annoying actually, because I had just gone to IMAX a couple of weeks ago, probably about a month or so ago now actually, but I stocked up on all my makeup stuff and a lot of the special effects palettes I wanted, and quite a few of the same stalls were there. So I thought it was probably a good idea just to buy just a couple. I wasn't going on a crazy spending spree this time, but I bought a few products just to test out and see what they were actually like, and if I like them then I'll order more in the future. But that was sort of the initial idea this time. So I went to PS Composites that were there, and they had some really nice deals on. So I bought a couple of things from there that I wanted to try out. So for example, I bought this is the Monster Maker mask paint. It's for mainly for latex masks. But this is like sort of the white base, because I thought I'd be doing like a lot more creature work and a lot more clown-like things and stuff, because yeah. And it's basically just a paint for latex. So I thought I'd try that out. I think it's about £10 this one, or 11. But yeah, I thought I'd try it out because I've heard a lot of good stuff about Monster Maker paint. So I bought that. I also bought silicone pigment, which is PS Composite's own kind. This is a dark sort of Caucasian flesh tone, so it's really good as a base for a lot of products. If you get this stuff on you, just like this, it's an absolute bitch to get out. So it's not the best thing to do, but it's yeah, no, it's really good. And you'd use it with something like this, which is RS silicone. It is a 1-part silicone, and you use that to paint. You thin it down with your good rate, with like whatever ratio you want to use for it. And yeah, that's how you paint silicone pieces. So I'm going to try that on something small, I think. And it's always good to have a little one of these in the house. I also bought a small pot of, basically Talise. The company Talises is basically a they do a lot of prosthetic adhesives. So I decided to buy this, which was like probably the smallest one you could get. But I thought, well, the last Talises thing I used, I only used a little bit of because I only need to. So it was a good idea to do that. So this is the silicone adhesive. So it's just like in your general sort of nail polish pot, I suppose. And so I'm going to see how that is and use that for future things. And if it's good, then I'll buy more. I bought a serrated kidney. Really good for when you're clay sculpting. Oh, sorry if the light's a bit funny. I haven't found a spot in my new flat which is good for video yet. I think most of my stuff I bought from PS Composites actually. I bought some sculpting tools. I got these at Iron Mats, but I got the serrated sort of curled end versions of these. So I got these. So they're lots of diddy. Because at Creaturegeddon there were a lot of artists around who were doing small sculpts, probably like that big type things, and I'm not very good at small sculptures, so I really want to get into it. So it really inspired me and got me quite excited about that, because we now have a really small art room in our flat, which would be good for, I think the maximum we probably want to sculpt is probably like that big, something like that. So it's a room where we can sculpt a decent sized thing, but I want to be able to practice small things. So I'm getting some more smaller tools and things like that. So they were like £15, so they're a really good deal. This is Bloodworks drying pastes, and this is Scab. But essentially what it is it's like fake blood in a bottle, but sort of thick blood, so more congealed and stuff. So that's it. So it's a bit more, it's a bit like a sort of thick jam, or when you get the edge of a jam on the pot type thing. It's a bit, but the thing is, it's a lot neater than some of the scab gels. 'Cause scab gels seem to come in these big pots, which the lids stick down and things like that, so they're not very nice. But this one looks a bit like that. So I'm not sure if it'll focus very well, but no, it's focusing on me. But it's very much like that. So it dries quite nicely like blood, which is what I like about this. And it also rubs, like when you have different stages of blood, it works quite nicely in that sense. So which is why I got quite excited about it, actually. It looks like a really nice product to have, and it's a lot neater than using some scab gels as well. So, because literally you can just pop it on someone using the tube itself. So I was quite excited about that. And I was eyeing this little thing up all weekend, and I was very lucky because the guy let me get it rather than getting the entire pack, because it came in a pack of 4, and I only wanted one character, so I was able to get it on its own. And basically it was a company called Rubber Gorilla, and they essentially do latex masks, but a bit more, rather than your sort of clean cut serial killer masks, they're a lot more gritty. They're a lot more they've got a bit more depth to them, and they're a bit darker than some, which I really like, because they're basically like what it would look like if a serial killer went and made a mask. Like, that's what it looks like, but well made. And they have these great behemoth type pieces and sort of thing. It was really dark, and I really highly recommend going to checking them out. So it's Rubber Gorilla, so I really recommend checking it out. So basically I got this little guy because they have this little set of 4, and essentially I think that guy should really make a whole chest set, because these are so cute. Basically, here we are. He's my little scarecrow man. Boop. There he is. I'm going to turn him slowly. La 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 la. Yeah, he's adorable. And I just liked him so much, so I wanted him. So I got it. I was very, very lucky and got him instead of being the entire pack. And before I forget, I also bought this from PS Composites, because they were saying at the end of the day. And I don't have any male heads around. They're all any faces I have, they're all female, or any generic faces I have are female, or any generic sort of torsos or busts are female. So I was able to buy this guy. Whoop. This guy. Whoop. Little man. So basically he's a generic head. Ed Head, the Monster Makers. Oh, it's by Monster Makers, okay. So it's not by PS, it's by Monster Makers. Same people who did the paint. And what's good about him is that when I'm not using him, I can use him to rest masks on and stuff like that. And he's a very generic male face. He's got that sort of, the nice bone, sort of simple bone structure, nice firm nose. You also, with these, you want to, when you're sculpting, you also want to take away the ears. Because if you have ears, then whatever you're sculpting is going to shape towards whoever's ear it is, and they won't be able to hear it all. So if you just cover over it, it just flattens the ear instead, and you can use it for anyone then. But he was £35, really good deal, because mannequins cost loads of money if you want to buy a mannequin. And he's professionally made and really well made. I think he's made of biscuit foam. Yeah. My fiance Eugene was also there with the company he works for called Lifecast. He was on a stall of their work and also some of his personal projects, and he really enjoyed it too. I think he bought a couple of things, but we both bought like just a few little work bits, but we also bought a few little fun things for the house as well. So overall, it was a really good convention. It was really small, but I think if you're gonna start off making something like that, you've got to start off small. Otherwise, you'll bite off more than you can chew, and things can go wrong. So overall, I think it was a really good experience, and really a really good concept and stuff. And I really hope that they carry on. So let's hope that there's a Creaturegeddon next year, and that it's easier to get to. And so yeah, no, I hope you enjoyed my little haul. Sorry if it was a bit long, or if it was a bit like I just trailed off on anything. But again, I apologise for not being around, and I hope that you stay tuned on my channel, and hope you guys can subscribe and like the videos and things like that, and just give me some opinions about what videos you'd like to see in the future, because I have the internet now, so I can. So I will see you all later. Bye!